The era of men providing for women is over. It is over for them. Today's video comes from the Ask an Older Man channel, and their channel will be linked in the description of the video so that you can go check them out and support them. Watch the end of the video to fully understand the implications of the provider era now being over for women and how this is going to drastically affect them going forward into the future. Don't forget to follow us on Rumble. Our channel will be linked in the description of the video. Our Rumble channel will be linked in the description of the video so that you can go and follow us over there, because you never really know what can happen on this platform. So follow us on Rumble to ensure you never lose access to our content. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video after a message from Angry's Crypto Academy.
If you don't have a little pro tip for you to figure out whether or not the man that you're dating is a natural provider or not, okay? Because if we have to teach them that, they can move to the side. And I really hope this doesn't land on any of the men's For You pages, because if they figure out this hack and figure out this is how we can tell whether or not they're providers, like, oh my God. But anyway, the next time that you're on a date with a man, I want you to ask him, what are his love languages? Not in terms of receiving love, but in terms of giving love. Because if acts of service is not his main way of showing love, or at least in his top two, there is no way that he is in his masculine energy. A man in his masculine energy is someone who is going to naturally be about actions instead of words. So if he's telling you that his love language is words of affirmation or like physical touch, that does nothing for you. You don't need a man who's on your phone telling you you're beautiful and then wants to fucking have sex with you. You need a man who's going to take care of you and is going to be of service to you. You're welcome.
Gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to another session with the older man. Today, my friends, we're going to talk about the end of the male provider era. It's over. Ladies, I hate to hit you up with this one, but this idea about provision and protection, listen, you'll probably get the protection from your man, but as far as provision, no, those days are done. Done. You're making your own money. You're strong. You're powerful. Those days are done. And that's what we're going to be discussing today. And listen, it's not like men don't want to do it. It's just that he can't. The average man cannot, no longer can do it. Economics, however you want to freaking say it. The math ain't going to math if a man is providing for you. And it's a sorrowful thing to see, but I'm going to break it down for you why that era is over. Okay, guys, subscribe, please. Book a session if you have any problems at all, you need any advice on relationships, etc. Join the membership system. Hey, it's free. Can't beat free. In these trying times, it's free. All right? And of course, and listen, if you want to try to make some money in this era of AI, get the Content Creators Toolkit, where you can start making some risks going to
for men in the United States, which translates
men was
the monthly salary for Black men in the U.S. was around $4,844. This is calculated from the annual income of approximately $58,136.
Okay, so I mean, he has this like little app play that he's playing with right now, but let's just fast forward over that and then jump in here.
$100. Okay, the average man is making $4,800. So $2,500 of that is going to his rent. Just rent alone. Just rent. All right. That leaves him with just over $2,500 just to survive. And now a woman want to come in and say, all right, I need you to pay all of my bills as well. Really? Ah, gosh. That's just rent. Just think about that shit. We haven't even covered health insurance, life insurance, school fees, child support if he has any, groceries, all the little memberships, the gym memberships, the Netflix, credit card bills, student loan if he has any. We haven't even looked at all of that stuff yet. And then a woman wants to walk in and say, yeah, I need a provider male. Oh, in other words, ladies, men can't afford it. A woman is a liability. She's not an asset. So you need to get out of this headspace of you need to provide a meal. The best you're going to do is you need to come in and do half.
You know, guys, I have to tell you something. So this is a Gen Xer right here. This is a Gen Xer right here. And bro is out here, you know, I'm going to give him credit, teaching AI. Teaching AI. Gen Z is such, guys, I'm 40, I'll be 42 this year. You know, I have a background in computer science, but, you know, think about this carefully. You know, I have my cryptocurrency academy where I teach you guys about crypto. And I am and you know, I grind. I work very, very hard. This man is older than me. This man's in his 50s. This is a Gen Xer. He's out here teaching AI. Where the hell is Gen Z right now? Gen Z is sleeping and farting, sleeping and farting. These kids are going to be in the streets homeless as hell. Homeless as hell. Desperate as hell. Hungry as hell. That's why I said that Gen Z, they're a future generation of thieves and squatters. Yes. And I know I'm interrupting. I know you want to continue. I'm going to let it continue playing. But they're a future generation of thieves and squatters, okay? They will spend, the Gen Zers will spend many, if not most Gen Zers will spend the majority of their lives in and out of incarceration. So in and out of jail, in and out of prison. And when it comes to Gen Alpha, many, if not most of them, will spend the majority of their lives in prison, incarcerated or institutionalized. Okay. So, and someone said it very well that for Gen Alpha, for Gen Z, it's going to be like coming home. For Gen Alpha, it's going to be like never leaving. Okay. That's how it's going to be. And that's what this future generation is looking like. I made a poll regarding this, and you know, and something else regarding like this generation of misfits. The fact that, you know, the education system failed most generations, but when it comes to Gen Z failed Gen Z. They are a group of bad little muffins. And I just want to point this out. This is a 50-something-year-old man, and he's teaching AI. Guys, we're out here killing it. Gen X is out here killing it. I knew it. I knew these people were making a play for it. I knew it. I have a poll up that says never waste a good crisis, because we're getting all that money that Gen Z should be getting. They should be mastering technology right now. These are bad muffins. We're out here getting that money. We're out here taking what they should be getting. And they'll be these guys, they're gonna be homeless, they're gonna be in tent city, they're gonna be in prison. That's where they belong, though. And Trump is saying that he wants to start shipping prisoners overseas and and pay other countries a small amount of money. So, you know, these people can go be homeless. These people can go be incarcerated in El Salvador, you know, with their CARTEL, with their gangs and criminals and one of those horrible prisons, you know. Or maybe we'll start sending these people to Russia. And, you know, Trump said send them to Russia and let's see that for a couple of years and see how they like that. So a lot of y'all who think that you're going to go out here and do bad in the streets, you know, it's hell on earth is coming for you. You're going to be out there suffering. You're going to be out there struggling. It's either going to be tent city or incarceration or some prison in Siberia, but you're not going to be out here causing problems. Just saying.
You need to split the bills in half. Simple. There is no way around it, because it's not even if the man wanted to do it, he cannot afford to be a provider meal. Because what a lot of you also miss is that every single dime that you're making is going towards your existence today. There's nothing going towards investments. Most Americans are one paycheck from freaking bankruptcy. So that means you cannot afford it. No man, very, very few men can afford it to be a provider male. And I'm talking about the average guy, meaning the large majority of men. They cannot do it. Listen, the reason why I got a check on a 3-bedroom house is because more than likely you're going to have 2 kids, minimum.
Be honest. Okay, please don't tell the new age feminist this, but I would 100% rather stay home, cook and clean. 100% rather do that, okay? I love to cook and I love to clean.
Let me tell y'all, you have to be very careful because they're infiltrators. See this woman right here? She is actually an OnlyFools model. What she does is she makes content directed at the manosphere, directed at men walking away, directed at even MGTOWs. And what she's doing is she's saying the things that you want to hear. She's saying the things that you want to hear, and then she basically posts a link to her Insta in her TikTok, and that brings you over to her. And then when you go to her Instagram, there's a link to her link tree, and when you go to her link tree, there's a link to her OnlyFools, and then you can go and check out her OnlyFools content. And let me tell y'all something. I've seen her videos. Like how there's some OnlyFools models and they're kind of shy, and like they don't like they it's kind of like you see a little bit, you don't see every no, you see everything, bro. You see everything. Like when I say you see everything, it's not just like like little videos like, oh, I'm in the tub and blah blah blah, Rob a ducky, you're the one. No. We're talking about full on action. Like she has partners and everything. And like, she's like, I mean, she is really in that industry. She is really, really about that life. So you have to be very, very careful because these infiltrators will step in. She's making these videos so that she can get as many men coming in who are brokenhearted and miserable about society and give them the mommy treatment. Like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I care about you, sweetie. I care. Not all women are evil. I'm going to tell you everything you want to hear. And then you're going to, and if, hey, oh, you want to see some pictures? You want to see some videos? I got some pictures and videos for you. We can be good friends, you damn idiot. Yeah. So just letting y'all know what's up with her. This is her hustle. This is her hustle. And see, everyone has a hustle, man. And she's innovating because she's changing the game. She's giving y'all exactly what you want, from different angles. First, she gives you the empathy, and then she gives you the adult content. So I just wanted you to know, but enjoy.
And organized, feminist, I know, okay. I love to cook good food, and I love to clean, and I love to do it for my man. Truly, I do. However, if that's expected outside of marriage, hard pass. It actually sounds like you're taking care of a child. But the look on a man's face, would you cook for him, clean for him, do anything to please him? That's what it's all about.
I just had to interrupt. Women are such good actresses. So they know consciously what they're doing to men. They know how much they're hurting men, demoralizing men. They know what men actually want. They just don't care. And now they're just switching it up to get what they want. So you have to be careful with the chameleons. I know you want to watch the rest of the video, but you have to be careful with the chameleons because there's going to be a lot of these people popping up. Her name is Victoria, Lit, and you can basically just look her up on DuckDuckGo. Could just DuckDuckGo her, videos by Victoria, blah blah blah, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, the back is getting blown out. I'm like I don't even know, like a Chevy, whatever, bro. But yeah.
Him admire you with his blissfully happy eyes. It melts your heart. There's just something in me as a woman that makes me feel like this whole trad wife living isn't such a terrible thing. Why do
She is so bad. I know you want to watch her as a video. She has videos on her TikTok of her like chopping up food and stuff like that. She's actually doing this in the house where she records her adult content. Okay. And she's tatted up. She's tatted up too. All right. But she records her videos where she's like chopping. She's not cooking with Kaya. This girl can't cook. All right. But she can make it look like she can cook. Okay. And she does this. She records these videos in the same house where she's recording her other content with her partner. And when I say partner, I don't mean her husband. I don't mean her boyfriend. I mean partner, like, adult industry partner.
Did we actually want to work? What was the idea or perspective of pursuing a career? There is nothing more satisfying than having a man that takes care of you. A gentleman that provides for you. You don't have to worry about anything. If you do that, I'll cook and clean all day. Why would I complain? I'll make you an incredible 5-course meal if it means I can stay at home. We fight for again as women because I'd much rather be exhausted from cooking and cleaning for my family than be exhausted as a career-driven woman working a job I don't like. So hate me all you want, but I'd 100% rather stay home and be provided for by my man and take care of him in return.
Yeah, listen, guys, you got to stop following for this bullshit because every woman nowadays realize that this working shit is hard. And now they're willing to be nice and I'll be more than happy to stay home. The problem, ladies, is too many of you have flooded the job market. Wages are not going up at the price at which you are demanding to stay home or you're wishing to stay home. We can't afford it. Men cannot afford it. This is the problem. You all screwed it up. You don't realize the damage that you've done. There is no way a couple can survive in today's modern society living in a city on one income for 80% of the men.
And I just want to remind you guys that you should be out there getting your money. You shouldn't be sitting around just playing games, playing with yourself. You should be out there getting your money. And one of the best ways to say, guys, Trump's tariffs are now coming into effect on February 4th. Everything is going to be locked down. It's going to be hell on earth, guys. You're not going to be able to buy anything. You're not going to be able to, guys, the power could go out. They're saying that up to 95% of all the energy in some states comes from Canada, and Canada has said that they're going to retaliate, and that retaliation may very well include them reducing access to power, and as a result, we'll have energy costs are going to soar. The cost of everything is going to go up, and we may end up having blackouts. So blackout 2025, blackout 2025. But we've got you covered. We actually have a sale going over in Angry's Crypto Academy, the blackout 2025 sale, where everything's actually 25% off right now. Paid memberships 25% off. Annual, monthly, boot camp, all right, 25% off, all right, but that's going to end in just a couple of days, 6 days. That's going to come to an end, all right. You have until February 7th to go ahead and get that. That's going to be a link to the description of the video, because hard times are here, bro. Hard times are here. ATMs are going to stop working. Banks are going to chain up those doors, and if you don't protect your wealth, with crypto and safeguard your future with crypto, you are screwed. Okay, you're going to be in the streets with Gen Z. Angry's Crypto Academy is going to teach you how to buy, sell, trade, and invest in crypto so you can survive during these hard times and thrive while others are in hell, facing a living hell out in those streets. We'll tell you exactly which coins will mint you millionaires and how to spot potential coins to invest in. Don't miss out. This is the difference between life and death for most of you, for the vast majority of you, y'all, all right? The Academy is linked in the description of the video. I'm telling y'all, don't play around, because you're going to be out there crying. You're going to be out there crying like, Angry, warn me, when they're dragging y'all off to Tent City and Tyrone's waiting for you there. But anyway, let's jump right back in.
0. Do you understand that? 80. That means if you have 10 men in a room, only 2 of them are going to be able to provide for you. And if you have 10 women in there looking for those 10 men, only 2 of you are going to get that man. That's the problem. The provider male error is over. Let's look at the second problem that we have. Men are no longer getting married. So what does that do for the females? You know those 80% of men? Let's just take out 30% of them, and they're not interested in getting married, period. So you don't even have a choice with those men. Even if you wanted to have a man that split the bill 50-50, they're not interested, because they know that more than likely divorce is inevitable. And whatever you all accumulate, and whatever he has accumulated so far from working his ass off from when he was young, is in great danger of being lost, because the divorce laws are not in his favor. So a lot of men are no longer willing in taking that risk. Until that changes, he's not going to get married. Sure, you can live with him, but he's still not going to provide for you. He should not provide for you. Any man that provides for a woman 100% where she's not contributing to the rent or the utilities or the insurance, etc., car note, he's a freaking idiot. Because now she could just walk away with her nest egg that she's built with you over the freaking years. You have been paying a hell of a lot of money just to make her live with you. You get nothing out of it. Now what? You might say to yourself, oh, well, but it doesn't cost me anything because I would have been living by myself anyway and I would have to have paid those same bills. Bullshit. Bullshit. You know that the second that woman steps into your life, that you are going to be paying a lot of the little things. And it's the little things, my friend, that adds up. The dinners that she demands to go to. The trips that she's going to be pushing to go to. The road trips. The concerts, all of the different crap that you would not even freaking think about, because you would get more joy from trading crypto or putting it into an investment and seeing how it freaking grows, as opposed to going on some bloody trip that just costs you time and money. You will be doing a lot of work for her. That's what a man does. And for what? You get one punani? Ooh, okay. There's no upside to that. If she has your kids, that's different. Yeah, and women know that, and that's why they take advantage of it. This is the problem. This is the biggest problem. Women know that men are natural providers. Men make money so he can provide for his family. Women make money so that she don't need a man. Standard. And so when I say even if you're living with a woman, you will more than likely keep paying for her because that is your natural tendency. That's how we're built. And women know this shit. The difference between married to a woman and going or staying with a woman, the woman who is staying with you, she will constantly be taking from you on a daily basis. The woman that is divorcing you, she's going to take a massive bulk away from you in the divorce. So you got a woman here who picks at you daily versus a woman on this side who takes the massive amount in one lump sum. Which one is worse? They're both the same, my friend. They're both the same. Think about it. So if you're not in the top 20% of earners, making well over $100,000 a year, living modestly, and I mean modest, not where you're spending every freaking dime because you've made the money. I'm talking about taking 10 to 15, 20% of it every single month and putting it in an investment account so that when you hit your 50s and 60s, you can retire. You're screwing yourself.
And actually, in addition to our crypto trading, trading cryptocurrency for dummies blueprint, which is available in Angry's Crypto Academy right now, which teaches you how to make, easily anywhere from $100 to $200 a day trading crypto, using very small amounts of money. We also just dropped a course in there called teaching you guys how to stake cryptocurrency. It's even easier than trading. It's lazier. You make less money doing staking, but basically you don't have to do any work. So for example, let's say you buy a bunch of Ethereum or Litecoin, you can stake it on a network and you can then earn interest. So for example, coins like Polkadot, you can earn somewhere like 10 to 14% annual interest on that. So you can live off that money. And if you don't touch the money, if you allow compound interest to occur, then you can earn, the amount of money that you'll earn over the course of multiple years will just keep on going up and up and up. So I mean, that if you want to do that, that's something that you can consider to earn passive income as well. And that allows you to just basically have your money sitting there and working for you. And that's a very, very serious and very valuable thing. And it further allows us to decentralize and separate ourselves from the banks, from the centralized economy that wants to destroy us, that has destroyed so many of our lives. Also, the baby boomers are going to be extremely desperate because these people don't know anything about crypto. They don't know anything about AI. They don't know anything about the world. They've had the world handed to them. So now they're going to basically find themselves between a rock and a hard place, and they're going to have to figure out how to survive. And they're going to be rushing to buy crypto because they basically own 80% of the stock market. So people are going to be walking away from stocks. They're going to be walking away from real estate. They're going to be dumping these things, and they're going to start saying no. And the boomers are screwed because they can't work those long hours anymore. They think God has allowed these people to reach these heights so that they can fall from the highest peaks. And this is what's going to happen to modern women. This is what's going to happen to the boomers. And when it does happen, they're going to find themselves in an entirely different world. They're going to feel the things that men have been going through for decades. And it's going to be horrendous. They're not going because they're not prepared for it. All right. Gen X, Gen Xers, Zennials, older millennials, people who were born during the baby boomer era, during the Gen X era. We lived very hard lives. Okay. We had hard upbringings, but as a result of that, we are more resilient than all of the other generations out there. It's a significant thing. So we're built for this. We're ready for this. We'll never let a good crisis go to waste. All right. It's the honest to goodness truth. Like, guys, for me, I know that I know I have money coming no matter what. I have money coming in. I have passive income coming in because I have built passive income streams. All right. My YouTube channel is not my business. I use my YouTube channel to grow my business. Many of you don't have that. We actually have a new site coming for you guys where we're going to be a new academy coming for you where we will be teaching you how to content create Angry's Content Creator Academy. And we're going to be teaching you how to Angry's Creator Academy. We're going to be teaching you how to build a business like mine and how to and scale that up very, very quickly so that you can have passive income, so you can have a business like mine and have money coming in. Crypto is one thing you can do, but you should have multiple streams of income. So if you have your job right now and you have multiple different streams of income. Yeah, and you have crypto, and you're day trading crypto in your free time, and you also had so that's another stream of income. And you're staking crypto. That's another stream of income. And you also have your business. So like me, right? That's another stream of income. That's passive income. So while you're sleeping, you're making money. Okay, as a result of this, you will be okay one way or another. So if something falls apart, you will still be able to you will still be able to survive. One of the things that I've learned, for example, I'm into video games, right? I talk about gaming on this channel. I use you can see even like video game footage. We have Angry's Arcade, where you guys can go check that out. I teach you how to do gaming on a budget or even high-end gaming, everything that you can think of over there. But you know, one of the things that I've learned getting into video games, learning how to purchase games cheaper and everything, is I've also learned how to become a reseller and how to resell games and make profit. But then on top, not only have I learned about gaming and reselling games, I've also learned about supply chain and how to get these things cheap and how to make money and all of and reselling products and so forth. I've been doing this for decades, but I've only gotten better at it, and I'm putting those skills to use. So I will always have a way to make money, and I'm good. I've got my solar panel, I've got my generator, I've got multiple laptops. Right now, I'm looking at one, two, like brand new laptops, one, two, three brand new laptops, and then I have an older MacBook, which actually does work, and that's like if anything goes down, I can always just charge it, turn it on, and I have another MacBook to use. So I'm good. I'm covered. I've got my gaming laptop. I've got a Nintendo Switch OLED. I've got a Nintendo Switch OLED. I've got a Nintendo Switch Lite. I've got a Steam Deck. I'm waiting for the Legion Go S to come out so I can add that to my collection. I've decentralized. You guys need to decentralize. You need to prepare for hard times. You need to prepare for crisis because guys, this crisis is real. All right. And like I said, we have the Blackout 2025 sale happening right now in the Academy. You only have 6 days left to go and get on that. You only have 6 days left to go and get on that. And because it's not a game. It's really, really not a game. It's really, really not a game. You need to hurry up. You need to get on your grind because it's going to be hell out there. Power goes out, banks lock, the banks chain the doors, ATM stop working, no food. You start crying. All right, look at you, grown man crying. Listen, but I know how it is, bro. When you're really, really hungry, and I'm telling you, the Gen Zers, they're just gonna be right. The Gen Zers, they're lazy, but when hunger sets in, they're just gonna go start stealing. And they already know they were headed to prison in the first place. And then Gen Alpha, they're feral as hell. So they're gonna be out. They were made for the streets. So choose your poison, bro. Choose your poison. But for those of you that are smart and prepare, then you will be the ones who survive and thrive. Ask you something. When the banks collapse, and trust me, it's coming, will you be ready? Imagine waking up to ATMs that don't work, bank doors chained shut, and millions of people left with nothing. No cash, no access to their savings, and no way to survive. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy, to teach you everything you need to know about crypto so you can protect yourself and your family. You'll learn how to buy, sell, and even day trade crypto for a living. Plus, we alert you to new crypto trends so you can profit before everyone else even knows what's happening. Right now, I've just published an exclusive investment guide inside the Academy, and it's linked in the description below. In it, I reveal the one coin that could make you a millionaire. A coin so revolutionary, it could change everything. If you missed out on Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is your second chance. This isn't just about financial freedom, it's about survival. When the system collapses and everyone else is selling, you'll be the one buying, prepared to weather the storm and thrive while others struggle to survive. Don't wait. This knowledge isn't optional, it's critical. The link's in the description. Go check it out now.
What a lot of people don't think about. When you reach my age and you have not accumulated any money because you have been slowly siphoning it off to a woman or in the divorce, right? You're screwed. You have been providing for her. You have not been putting the money away or investing it. When it comes to your later years, you're screwed royally because you think that social security check is going to help your ass? No. What's Trump doing right now? Cutting federal freaking funds. This is going to be painful for everybody. Does he have a choice? No, he don't have any choice because America have been coddling women and all the other individuals who think they need help. You all say, oh, we don't want a socialist state, but you all are, America is quite a socialist society. But unfortunately, the money is being so misappropriated and the debt is so freaking crazy that you all have to freaking cut from somewhere, and your deficit is just ballooning every single year. It's just going higher and higher. Trump has to do something. So he's slashing, he's cutting freaking costs. It will affect each and every single one of you who has to rely on female shelters, food banks, social security, any social programs at all are going to get affected. Let me ask ChatGPT what programs are going to be affected by this. When federal funds are cut in the U.S., what major areas are affected?
When federal funds are cut in the U.S., major areas affected typically include social services, education, healthcare, infrastructure projects, and public safety programs. These cuts can impact everything from local schools and hospitals to infrastructure maintenance and community services.
Are women's services or help for women affected?
Yes. Cuts in federal funding can significantly affect services for women, including healthcare programs, support for domestic violence victims, childcare services, and educational initiatives. These areas often rely on federal support to operate effectively.
I rest my case. This is where the problem comes in. Mr. Samuels always says, winter's coming. No, my friends, winter's here. Winter is here. Ladies, you have to find a man that you can cooperate with, settle with, and realize that, hey, these are my only choices.
I'm telling you, ladies, I'm all for provider men. Do as you wish, but have your own. Have your own bank account. Because listen, if you don't have your own, you're going to be trapped. You're going to be trapped. And a lot of times you see women that don't have their own be put into these terrible, terrible situations because they can't get out. Yeah. They can't get out because where are you going to go? Have your own. I'm telling you, have your own and get you a provider man. That's what I stand.
Yes, my friends, that's all they're looking to do. Yes, gentlemen, you know the mantra.
Have your own and get you a provider man. Basically, her money is her money and your money is her money. So she lives off you while saving all of her money. And then she uses the kitty to basically keep you at least mildly interested in coming back as she's taking advantage of you. And then once she sees her, once she's gotten to a certain point, she's on her way out the door. Because I've told you, a woman is planning her divorce before she plans her wedding. She's planning her exit before she even steps in, before she even enters. That's how they operate. Okay. You have to think about how stupid so many of us have been for decades because we didn't have proper fathers in our lives and we were conditioned and raised by simps to believe that we are supposed to provide for these people who don't even like us and that are indefinitely taking advantage of us. All right. It's over now. It is over for them. Only a simp would do this, and the simp economy is moving overseas. The simp economy, guys, look at this game, Marvel Rivals that came out. Okay, like this is what they're doing. Like this was made by a foreign company. All right, they are seeking out the male gaze. There's a game called Wu Chang coming out. All right, Wu Chang, just like Black Myth Wukong, it's called Wu Chang, and it's basically, again, the original character design was with a female, and she was attractive. Now she is super attractive. The outfits are very revealing. All the other female characters in the game are extremely beautiful because they realize that this is what men want, this is what women want. Men and women want beautiful women and handsome, attractive men in their games, and that's what they're doing right now. And look at Marvel Rivals. It is one of the most popular games in the United States and the world right now. It is up there with every other top game. It's up there with PUBG Mobile. It's up there with Fortnite. It's up there with it's up there with everything, with every top game right now. It is insane. It's not going away, and they're continuing to put out new characters, and the monetization model is very good, where it doesn't, like, it's basically skins. You're paying for things like skins and stuff that it's all cosmetic. It does not affect gameplay or anything like that, and they're just giving you more and more characters, constantly giving you new characters. I mean, this is insane. It's printing money at this point. All right. And this is the thing. Men are done. So there, guys, I actually made a poll where I said that companies are going to start, creating entire divisions that focus upon, monetizing the simp economy. The simping, I called it a simp engagement force, because so many others, so much society has become so focused on DEI and going woke that they forgot that men pay 80% of all taxes, women make 80% of all consumer purchases. So now that women are going to be single, they don't have children, they don't have the government, Trump is in office, there's not going to be any more handouts, there's not going to be any more welfare. All of it's getting cut. All right, men are no longer going to be taking care of these women and subsidizing their living, and they can insult men all over the internet and talk nasty about men all over the internet because that's all that they know, because they don't have any options anymore. Guess what? Companies women make 80% of all consumer purchases, men pay 80% of all taxes. Guess what happens now? Companies are going to have to shift towards men. If they want their money, if they want to get paid, they're going to have to basically target men and target men hard and cater directly to men, because wherever men are, that's where the money will be. And the women who are going to continue, and it will be many of them, talking nonsense about men, gaslighting what men go through and demanding that, they be given special privileges while men are given special punishments, and calling that equality. You have a bunch of women now saying that they don't want equality. Women should not be treated like men. Women should have equal rights, but they should not be treated like men. They should not be given equal treatment to men. So they should have equal opportunities. They should have equal representation and all the other things, but they should not have the same responsibilities and obligations as men. In other words, women should have special privileges, and men should have special punishments. This is and then they call that equity, and that's true equality. These people are, guys, they don't even know what to do at this point. They don't realize that this is only going to make things much worse for them. And as we're out there hoarding crypto and moving over to the new economy that's being built with Trump purchasing $1 trillion worth of Bitcoin, we're going to be at the top of this thing, while women are basically going to be at the bottom of society, struggling to survive and having to go hang out with Yogi and Boo Boo. And like I said, Yogi and Boo, when they go out to the woods, because they said they would rather choose the bear over men, so they're gonna have to go hang out with Yogi and Boo Boo. And the thing is, when they go out to the woods, Yogi and Boo Boo are gonna be munching on a lot more than picnic baskets. Mess around, find out. Mess around, find out. I just want to tell you a little bit about the Crypto Trading for Dummies blueprint. With this blueprint, you'll learn how crypto day trading can help you earn daily profits, even starting small. Imagine making $30 a day with $100, or even hundreds daily trading small amounts. Working just an hour a day. It's written so simply that even a fifth grader can do it. With banks collapsing and the economy in chaos, this skill is your lifeline. Click the link in the description to check it out now.
Have your own. Spend his money, have your own. So when you're no longer happy, you can just get up and leave his ass. Their definition of happy: I do not want to comply to a man's lead. In other words, they get to by their irresponsible behavior. That's it. I want my freedom to go out and do whatever I want. I'm bored. I don't like how he talked to me. I got money. I can get out. All this is double speak for I want to be as irresponsible and free to do whatever the hell I want. Do men have that choice? No. But women think they can act like kids. And because they got the money, they could do it. But in the meantime, I want that man to sacrifice his retirement. I want him to sacrifice his comfort for me so that I can get out whenever I want. Because I am always the victim. Make that shit make sense.
Don't go for the rich guy if you're looking for a provider. It doesn't matter how much money he has right now. He could have so much money, and if he's not a providing kind of guy, if he's not generous, he is never going to provide for you. Go for the guy who wants to provide and protect you. Doesn't matter how much money they have. It's an energy, it's an attitude.
It's an energy and it's an attitude. So many of you freaking simps fall for this shit. I'm a provider male, man. I'm a provider male.
I think that men that are frustrated that women want guys that are providers are feminine. That's it. It doesn't make you more masculine to be like, I shouldn't have to pay for her nails. I shouldn't have to pay for my girl's dinner. That doesn't make you more masculine. That makes you a bitch. Are you a man or are you going to be a bitch? I don't know.
Yeah, don't listen to this idiot. The reality of it is he's either made it well enough that money isn't a problem, which I doubt, because most men who've made it that far, they want to hold on to their money. But usually it's men like him that usually get screwed over by women. Gentlemen, you got to hold on to every single dime, every single cent you must hold on to, because hard times are coming. I'm not freaking joking. I've been here before. I've seen it. I can see this as clear as day. Do not fall for this provider crap.
Maturing is realizing when a woman says she wants a provider, she's not just talking about financially. There's so much ways you can provide for a woman outside of just being about money. Okay, you can provide comfort in her times of need. You know, there's women who are amazing and they've been longing for that person to provide the comfort they've always deserved.
As by the way, don't forget about soft guy era. Because I told you as times get harder and tougher for men are going to be doing well, because men are just going to live below their means, all right? Far below their means, simple lives of luxury and comfort. So men are still in their era right now. Men are entering into their soft guy era, while women are entering into their broke girl era, okay? So basically, hot girl summer is over. Broke girl winter is here. I told y'all it was coming. It's here. Broke girl winter is here. Guys, the future... They said the future is female. They meant poverty. They meant poverty, destitution, hardship. Okay, if you guys, this is what you do. This is the guys. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. God allowed them. I told you that the great V collapse was coming. They took the V, dipped it in gold, put it on a pedestal, and said, "Worship me." And we know that God has a history of destroying false idols. Okay. And I've said it over and over. God let them reach the highest mountains so they can fall from the highest peaks. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. And they're gonna when they finally return to Earth, they're not gonna like it. All right. The future is female. The future is tent city. The future is tent city for a lot of females who did not prepare, who badmouthed men, who did all of these things, who hated all men. Now they're going to find themselves between a rock and a hard place. All right. And that's just how it is.
There's women who want you to provide for them emotionally also. Can you provide comfort in their darkest times, when they're going through a lot? Can you provide support when they're winning and you not feeling jealous, like, you're not hating, you're not feeling envious of their wins? Like, there's so much more to it. And I think all these men hop on podcasts, make it all about financial, all about money. And that's exactly why y'all step outside every time y'all go out and put all these expensive designer jewelry, all
these. Look at these simps, y'all. Look at these simps out here. All right. This is an agent of the state. All right. They are rewarded by the state, by betraying men, betraying masculinity, and working to help reallocate wealth and resources from men to the state. And they do it through gaslighting. They do it through lying, cheating, conniving, working with women to destroy the lives of men, working with the state to destroy the lives of men, and spread and of course spreading propaganda. That's one of the big things, the tools and assets that the Simps employ is propaganda. Okay, like this guy is doing right here. Men like this will disappear in a heartbeat, also, because they're out here doing all of this evil, and then when hard times arrive and women are out there struggling and suffering, and now people are looking for the Simps, you can't find them. They just vanish off the face of the earth. That's how these critters are. It's like the cockroach. They crawl into some crack. Crawl into some crack and disappear in there. I'm telling y'all.
This on, but yet y'all still can't land a woman. Y'all still can't keep a solid woman with y'all. What's up with that? You got all this money, you got all the cars, you got all the jewelry, but you still can't keep a solid woman.
Jesus, man. The simp game is just ridiculous, man. Dude, it's all about the money. How many women tell you straight to your face, I don't need your text in the morning. Good morning, queen. Hi, baby. How are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Pay me some money. Give me some money. Pay my bills. How many times you've heard that? I can guarantee you, young man, you can come with all the flowery stuff. Oh, how was your day? Tell me about your day. And you can't pay those bills? She's going to kick your ass to the curb. Trust me. Ladies, you tell me if I'm wrong.
I was talking to one of my guy friends about what it means to him to be a provider, to provide for a woman. And he's a little older. He's in his late 30s. And of course, he wants to provide financially, but ultimately, it's not just that. He was like, I want to make her life easier. I literally want to take away her problems, her worries, so that I can say to her, what are your dreams? What are your passions?
Guys, notice how desperate these women are now for a provider. All right. And they're shaming you. Oh, if he's not a provider, if he doesn't give you everything that you want, then next him off. If he's not paying all of your bills, forget about him, ladies. Guys, they are guys, look at this. She's cold. Look at that head covered and everything. This is broke girl winter. This is God bless Kevin Samuels. All right. He's looking down upon us, smiling right now. They may have, guys, Kevin did not, I'll tell you all right now, Kevin did not pass away from hypertension. All right. He was Control-Alt-Deleted. Evidently, he was with a woman the night that he passed away. All right. And people were like, oh, Kevin was pounding Red Bulls. Bro, I used to pound Red Bulls hard and I'm still here. Okay. Kevin, listen to me. Kevin was Control-Alt-Deleted. All right. Just like Jeffrey, it wasn't natural causes, and he wasn't involved in there were external factors and external forces at work. But regardless of that, Kevin Samuels, he is looking down smiling because winter is not coming. Winter has arrived, y'all. Winter has arrived. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. It's here. Is here, and they're going to have to deal with it, and no one is coming to save them. No one is coming to rescue them. They're going to turn and they're going to say, men help, and men are going to whisper no. All right, guys. And Project 2025, it has not even started yet. So all of these women who are running out there and trying to do Control-Alt-Deletions for destinations, that's going to end up, that's coming to an end too. It's going to become much, much more difficult for them to do this. Okay. You have a lot of women who have these kids and they can't provide for these kids. All right. And there's no more welfare. It's going to be, child support reform potentially is coming. It's going to be, and men are not having kids anymore. These women are not going to know what to do other than continuing with the whole shame and blame game. And that's not going to do anything for them. It's only going to alienate their relationships with men further and help to push men further towards MGTOW. All right. Congratulations, ladies. You played yourselves. You played yourselves.
Now I'm giving you the ability to pursue your dreams and your passions because I'm covering you financially. I'm taking away your burdens and your problems so that you can do what you want to do with your life. Like, that is what we want.
Oh, gosh. He's good. Yeah. We want to take away your burdens and your problems, but not at the expense where I'm sinking, not at the expense of where you're not giving back to me, just showing up and being beautiful and saying, hey, hi, honey, I love you. That doesn't warrant the costs I'm paying to take away your burdens. What are you contributing? Because none of these women are talking about what they're going to do for a man for this provision that they're getting? None.
Now, I personally only date generous men or men that are inspired to take care of me because I naturally am a nurturer. I'm going to take care of you. Whatever I see you need, I'm going to do. If your dishes aren't organized, I am going to organize them. If I feel like you need something business-wise and I can help, I am going to, or I'm going to find a way to help you. I feel like if I am in your life, I'm going to add value. Intentionally, I'm going to pay attention to where you don't even have to ask.
If your dishes need to be organized, what about cooking and cleaning, sweetie? Guys, these women they can't cook and clean. They're not good at it. All right, they're not good at it, and especially when we can watch videos from cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya. These women can't cook like that. All right, if you want to cooking with Kaya, you're gonna have to go out of the country. You're gonna have to go to Japan, go to the Philippines, go to one of those South American countries, but you're not gonna get that in the United States. All right. It's not to say that there are not good women in America, but for every one good woman, there are 10 good men chasing her. So that's over right now. 90% of men have stopped dating. 90% of men have stopped dating, having relationships, having children. Only 1 out of every 1,000 men is currently getting married. That's less than 1% of men. And even then, you guys are still like, yeah, angry, but that's still one too many. We need to get that down to 0. When it's 0, then we can talk. All right, there you go. Guys, they have done this to themselves. God has given them over to their sins, and now they are going to face the consequences for what they have done.
If you need something, I got you. So I am only dating people who feel the same way. If you are not inspired to take care of me or to make sure that my life is easier by being around me, baby, you don't have anything for me. I don't have anything for you.
I think I played this one before because I remember she said, I'm going to organize Yeah, I did. She's going to organize my dishes. Whatever I need in my business, she's there to help me. This is the thing. Women have no idea what they're going to bring to a man, but yet they want it all. They want an easy life on the back of your hard life. This is the problem. They want you to be the work mule, the workhorse. Take care of me until I'll suck you dry, and then I will move on. And listen, I wish it wasn't this way because it was never like this in the older days. A man was happy to take care of his wife. But this isn't today's modern woman. This is the problem. The cost of living has gone up. Wages have stagnated. Women expect the same traditional man they had back in the day to protect and provide, but they bring nothing to the table except some beat up coochie. And then, of course, when you're married, that shit shuts down very quickly, leaving you going, okay, what am I getting? That's the reality of life for today's modern relationship.
Guys, women did it to themselves, and now they're going to find themselves in extraordinary states of poverty, destitution, and hardship, living in their cars, living in shelters, living in the streets, and living in the woods. And when they say men help, men are just going to whisper no. Let me know your thoughts, because, guys, it's over for them. Let me know if you guys agree. It's over for them. All right, let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.